Hi guys, I am here with the one and only Rosie Ugalde, who's jumping in on the action for part of Music Making UK, and we're just going to find out a little bit about you, Rosie, if that's okay.
Yep.
So I'm going to start right at the beginning. Obviously, we've known each other for a little while now,
Yeah.
and we've worked together on a few occasions. But where did it all start for you? Kind of, how old were you? When did you first realise you had an interest in music?
Well, I've always sang from a young age. I never was sure whether I should do it or whether I should just keep it as a hobby and just sing like in my own time. But I think I was about 14, 15, maybe younger, when I did my first ever gig in a little pub in Liscard. And I think from there, I was like, why not? Why not make it bigger? And
So,
just,
so you play guitar as well, don't you?
yeah.
So how long have you been playing for?
Well, I've been playing since year 9, so that's how old are you in year 9? Like 13, 14?
Yeah.
About that age. I had
And
to do it for, I had to learn it for a piece of homework, and then I was like, might as well, if I'm learning it for homework, I might as well just keep on doing it, and I enjoy it. It's nice to be able to do something other than singing
it,
sometimes.
yeah, I totally get that. So I mean, I'm not a guitarist. I can play C, F, and G at a point, and with F, I have to cheat because I can't bar chord. So,
Oh
but
no, I cheat with the F chord.
yeah. But so it's piano for me, and it's really nice to be able to just kind of not only do something that's not singing, but to self accompany as well.
Yeah,
You do that a lot, don't you, when you're gigging? So
yeah.
you're either playing and singing or just singing. That's quite nice to see. In terms of your influences, because you've got a really unique voice. Um, which is great because with the genre of music you do, it's quite easy sometimes to get lost in the crowd of the
Yeah,
other guys that are going to try and sing the same style. But yours is quite
yeah.
unique. So, what are your musical influences? Where have they come from?
I always watch X Factor. Well, not as much now because I'm more like into the voice and things that are more. When you grow up, you realise that actually it's quite produced and it isn't like you think it is when you're younger and you're watching it. But I remember James Arthur winning, and I was fascinated by him for ages, and I still am. I think his voice is just amazing, and it's so different to people you would hear nowadays. I just love his voice, and people like
Absolutely.
Lewis Capaldi, Harry
Yeah,
Styles, people like
totally get that, and it's really nice actually to be able to. For me, I listen to a lot of music because of the
that.
job
Yeah,
that I do. I really like it when something comes on the radio and you know instantly who the artist is because the voice is so unique. Uh,
yeah.
so as a are you write your own material?
I don't as much now, but I did used to when I was doing GCSEs. So obviously you have to write music for that to do your own composition piece. But I kind of want to get back into it and get writing again and have my own stuff out there. So
Nice. You do some amazing covers as well, which is really nice.
thank you.
Got any favorites?
Oh, I Can't Make You Love Me. I love singing that song. Every time I sing it, it just is the best song to sing. And I feel like every time I do sing it, it just is different because you can kind of put your own take on it, even though it's such a classic. You can make it your own. I like things from like A Star Is Born. I sing Shallow. I
Yeah,
don't as much anymore, but
country. Yeah,
yeah.
love
But
that.
yeah, I think probably I Can't Make You Love Me is the one that if I'm gonna like have a little sing song throughout the day, I will probably pick that one.
Nice.
That is my favourite to sing.
Yeah, it's a really nice go-to track that actually,
Yeah.
just generally. So for in terms of you as an artist, you've done a couple of local gigs as well. You're gigging locally, which is nice. But
Yeah.
you were also involved in a competition a couple of years ago, weren't you?
Yeah, yeah. It was Open Mic UK. So it's kind of a bit like say X Factor and The Voice. You go through stages and you get put through as you would on those shows, but it's just not on TV. It's like
Yeah. It's
not publicised.
yeah. So what was that like as an overall experience, in terms of like the preparation? Was there a lot of preparation involved for
I
different?
did. I spent a lot of time picking the perfect song because I always think that when you do an audition or when you say you do a gig and you only get to pick a couple of songs, I always take time on the songs I'm singing, why I'm singing them, what meaning they have to me, because I think that is what comes across when you sing. So I did spend a lot of time preparing and getting ready for it. But I honestly, when I started it, I was worried because I thought that if I didn't win or if I didn't get through to the next round, I thought it was going to knock my confidence so badly, and I wouldn't. Because knowing me, if my confidence gets knocked, I just know for a fact that it'll take me ages to get back on it and get with it again. But for me, it just was the biggest confidence booster ever. Even though I didn't win and I didn't go in it to win, it got over like my stage fright and everything. It just was the biggest confidence booster, and to be able to meet people who are like me and who enjoy music as much as I do.
That's a really nice thing, isn't it? A nice thing to happen is where you meet like-minded people as well, particularly when
Yeah,
you've got the same kind of goals and aspirations. And I think there's something about kind of, and I hate to use the term amateur musicians, but basically people that aren't being paid yet full time.
yeah,
And that's not a criticism on skill. I think there's something quite special about a group of musicians that have got that drive to
yeah.
kind of deliver, and to be able to connect with them as well is must have been quite a nice thing. How did you get on in the competition anyway? Because you did all right, didn't you?
I got to the finals. I didn't get in anywhere in the top four or whatever. I think they only suggested four or maybe three, but I enjoyed it as much as everyone did, really.
And things like that are definitely part of the process. And I think to be able to
Yeah,
go there and kind of stand on your own 2 feet as a musician, I think is
yeah.
because you. How old were you at the time?
I want to say I was about 13, 14. So I'd only just really started off 13,
Yeah.
14, maybe
So I
15.
mean, my eldest daughter's she'll be 13 next birthday, and I think she would really struggle to stand on that stage as a
Yeah,
solo artist, self-accompanying as well, or even doing it to a track. Um, in front of all of those people must be really daunting. So that's a massive achievement for you. So well done on that.
thank you.
Great effort. So what are you doing with yourself now then, musically?
Well, I'm just posting online, really, obviously, because of COVID and being stuck inside. I'm not doing any gigs. I do lives. I've done 2 lives on the lockdown sessions on Facebook.
Nice.
So I've been doing some things on there, and yeah, just recording and trying to get my music out there, really.
Good. So what about next steps for you then? What's the end goal? I mean, what's the aim? What's the dream?
Well, I've always said I wanted to be like something big, but now I just think that now I've got older and I've worked to become a lover of music, not wanting it for people to hear me. I'm doing it because I love it.
Yeah,
So
it's
it's
really
kind of just to get my music out there, to do more gigs, like just enjoy it, really.
amazing. So, we're obviously going to hear from you later on in the month. Do you want to give us a little clue, any hints as to what we might have in store?
There might be a Star is Born song because I'm loving one of the songs from there at the moment. A bit of Ben Platt because I've
Ah,
heard his recent
pretty.
song. I love. He's amazing.
He's
So
insane, isn't he?
he
Like
is insane.
insane. He's definitely one of our favorite artists at the moment. So,
When I heard him, I didn't know that he was from Pitch Perfect. Didn't have a clue.
mm,
I was like, oh. And then I listened and I was like, God, he's insane.
yeah,
His voice is beautiful.
and a little bit like James Arthur in the fact that as soon as you hear him singing, you know that that's Ben Platt.
Yeah. And
Um,
he has his songwriting skills are just insane. Like James Arthur, they're just
yeah, such an incredible lyric.
heaven.
And I think it's definitely a 50-50 thing, isn't it? The lyrics and writing a good melody. Uh,
Yeah.
'Cause you could have the best lyrics in the world, but if you've got nothing to latch that onto,
Yeah.
it does kind of detract, I think, a little bit. So yeah, we're really, really excited to hear what's in store from you, Rosie. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for
And
having me.
guys, if you are watching, check out Rosie's pages. She's on social media. We'll stick some links in the comments on this video. And stay safe, stay well, and we'll see you all very soon.